Take a walk with me, I'm on the ranch. Take a walk with me. Watch Raven and Chrissy dance in the breeze. Junior Cluck and Oscar's cock-a-doodle-doo-doos just for you. Lucky and Lucy gobbling as they do. Take a walk with me on the ranch. Take a walk with me.
32 minutes late. I'm so sorry. But in my defense, I don't have a defense. I stayed up till after midnight, and well, that was Farmer Pete's fault because I stayed up. I was doing something, and then I wasn't tired, and then I didn't even look at the clock, and it obviously was 11:36 p.m. because Farmer Pete's Friday morning 6:36 a.m. came on. I got a notification. I'm like, I'm up. I'll watch it. I'll watch it live for once. So I went to bed after that. And I do remember hitting snooze this time quite a few times because the bed just felt that good. So I hope you all had a good night's sleep. I came out last night to put the chickens and turkey away after the live stream. And guess who jumped the fence and went back in? Yes, Petunia and Lucy. Excuse me. When I go to the pulmonologist on Thursday, I'm going to ask if there's something to spray my throat with when I do this. Because probably not. I think I'm coughing because of my lungs, not my throat. I don't know if they're connected. I know there's a spray that you can use when you sing. And I'm sure I could drink some tea with honey, but I didn't have time this morning because I got up, threw my clothes on. I ran to the coffee maker. I fed the cats. As I was passing the window, Max is laying out here next to his bowl. So I fed Max. And I sat down to get my phone ready. And you know how you have those notifications, that you could pull down and see? Well, this is what I saw. This is my neighbor down the road, who I warned about the fox. Now, Dustin records his videos every day and then puts them out once a week. So I'm hoping this happened last Monday or Tuesday, because supposedly the dog killed the fox on Wednesday. So I'm going to have to check into that. But Dustin is on YouTube, and they're homesteaders. They eat all their animals. And he does have a lot of good ideas if you want to start homesteading. And I can't eat my animals. I love my animals too much to eat them. I mean, you saw what happened with Boo and Oscar, and you weren't here 3 years ago when my first chicken, Charlotte, died. I was a blubbering idiot. So if you're a homesteader and you want to eat your animals, You can check out Dustin's page, but I do need to know when his turkeys went missing because I'm going to freak out all day. So the girls, look at that. They're still eating. Chrissy's head is in the trough. Can you see her over there? Her head is in the trough eating hay. I'm going to have to watch them. I'm feeding them the same amount that I've always fed them. I don't know if it's a weather change. I mean, it was 33 degrees last night. Horses eat to heat themselves. So either because I can't go back and look at the temperature. I don't have a record. I don't have an app or anything that keeps the record of what it actually was. I just have a thermostat that shows what it is now. But yes, last night I really think they did, especially Raven. They just wanted the grain. They were going to refuse to eat that hay until I gave them grain. And I don't think Jim or the Boy Scouts gave them any treats over the weekend because I didn't see them do it. And usually when Jim gives them watermelon, there's like pieces of rind left on the ground, and there's not. I don't know. I'll just have to keep an eye on them. See what's going on with those girls. Oh, I don't think I uploaded it. Let me look, see if I uploaded it. Oh, no, I didn't. Let me see if I can upload it now. I haven't cleared this with Evan yet, but I thought it was pretty cute. And this could have been why I was up till 11:30. I love playing with the AI song makers. And I was getting things ready for different things last night, and it just popped into my head that I should try to do this. And I took it off Wi-Fi because last night the Wi-Fi was acting up, and it was probably because of the weather. I'm guessing. Let me turn the Wi-Fi back on and see if it'll go faster. So on July 19th. I think I just went offline. Anyway, I'll start over. So last night I was thinking about the barbecue or now I forgot what it's called. I just said it. Smoking Showdown. The barbecue cook-off in Monument on July 19th. And I thought, you know what? That needs a song. So I had AI write one.
Firing up the grill, the smoke's rising high. Old family recipes, you gotta give them a try. With the secret sauce, yeah, it's my special blend. In the smoking showdown, I'm gonna make my friends. Oh, get those plates ready, it's a feast to behold. With laughter and flavor, it's a story retold. So get those plates ready, it's a feast to behold. With laughter and flavor, it's a story retold.
I thought that was cute. So I'm going to send it to Evans, ask him if I can post it. Although I just showed it on my channel, but that's okay. It's a lot of fun making AI songs. The thing that's driving me crazy right now are the babies and the animals farting and then laughing. How many times can you do that? It's driving me crazy. I mean, it's only funny so many times. Come on. It doesn't matter if you change the baby or change the animal. They're all sound asleep. Somebody farts and they all start laughing. Oh my gosh. And now there's somebody's using AI to make these baby videos with Donald Trump's face. I don't know why he just can't put y'all in jail. He's the president of the United States. I don't care if he's Democrat. I don't care if he's Republican. I don't care if he's, from Mars. The problem with the world right now is there is no respect for other people. And I'm sorry, but I think the president is one of the people that you should respect. So I'm just throwing that out there. That's kind of a positive thing. Like, if you teach everybody respect, I think the world, would be a happier place. If you're upset about something, when I was a waitress and you had that one customer that just drove you crazy, I had a lady who would come in on Friday, every Friday, and the first words out of her mouth was, "Does the fish smell fishy?" What are you going to do? Does the fish smell fishy? It's a fish, lady. What do you want it to smell like? Chicken? So, when you get upset like that, you go into the walk-in freezer, you scream, you get it out, and you go back on the floor. So if somebody's bothering you, go stick your head in a pillow, scream, let it out. It's over and done. Move forward. I think we should do some birthdays. Today's birthdays, there's only 4 today on my Heartland Ranch, Colorado page. If you want me to mention your birthday, you need to get over to Heartland Ranch, Colorado and follow us. Happy birthday, Eric D, Bernie, Eric E, and Christopher. I hope you have a wonderful day today and another amazing trip around the sun. It is beautiful here right now. We ended up getting a drizzle yesterday. Now, I told you it was not there Saturday. It did not say it was going to rain yesterday. And I think it was Sunday afternoon. It pops up 90% rain yesterday. Well, my plan yesterday was to finish the trailer so that I could go get the fence panels and the rebar so my stupid poles will stop falling over. And I didn't want to take the tarp off the trailer and then have it start raining, so I didn't do it yesterday. I'm going to do it today. We ended up getting like a drizzle yesterday afternoon, and that was it. But then last night, I want to say it was about 10 o'clock, it started raining. But it didn't rain hard for a long time. It just rained, and then it was gone. So yes, best laid plans always change. I don't know if I should let everybody out today or not until I hear from Dustin. I mean, if his chicken or if his turkeys went missing 2 days ago, well, it wouldn't have been 2 days ago, but like Friday or Saturday, then that means the fox is still alive. I didn't have time to watch his videos, so I don't know if he found them headless like I did. I do not know. But I would like to know. I'm sitting here listening to my little pond, the waterfall, and the wind chimes. And even though here comes my neighbor going to work, it's one little truck going slow. And the amazing thing is, he has a muffler on his truck. I really thought that that was illegal. That if your car made noise, or now, I guess the thing now is in the last like maybe 5 or 10 years, is to blow black smoke. I think that's illegal too, but they do it anyway, and there's no police officers around to give them a ticket. I got to find out what's going on with that too, because I don't see police out anywhere on Thursday. One time on Klutz Side Road, that the speed limit goes from 30, it's like after you get off 470 and then you have to go around a roundabout, and then the speed limit's 35 and then it drops to 30. And there's a church there. And one time I saw 3 police officers on motorcycles. One was hiding in a driveway as I passed. And then when I got down farther, one had one pulled over. And then when I turned the corner, another one had somebody pulled over. And that was a while ago. I want to say in the last 8 months sometime. People are just, they know they're going to get away with it. So they do it. And I didn't even read about it. I guess from the headline that I saw, the animals were okay, but 2 trucks hit head on somewhere in Colorado. I'll look it up and I'll post it later. How do 2 big trucks like that hauling animals hit head on? It's really sad. I mean, I'm sure it could be medical. It could be a malfunction in the car. So I'm not assuming until I read the article, but it was just sad to see. But all I did read was the animals were okay. So. Sorry. It's because I just woke up and I haven't had enough coffee yet. And I probably still have last night's hay in my mouth. I know that last night I uploaded. I did. Here it is. Our positive thought of the day. People often say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily. It's not something that you can do one day. Okay, I'm motivated. I'm good for the rest of my life. You have to train your brain, and you can do it. And here comes the breeze. I'm gonna have to put the umbrella down. Every morning when you wake up, like I wake up and like I've said before, I sit up on the edge of my bed. It was quick today because I overslept. But I lift my shade and I look out east and I look at my horses and I say, thank you, Lord, for another beautiful day and allowing us to be in it. Every morning. That is my motivation to have an amazing day. God gave me another day to do it. Every day is a new start. You have to motivate yourself. Now, I've lived it. I'm just getting my motivation back. How do I put this? The things that I teach, I know that they work. I also know that life can get so overwhelming they're not going to work because you're not motivated for them to work. Or you're so overwhelmed that you think other things in life are more important than your own motivation, your own self-care. And of course I do. My animals come first. But here's the thing, if I don't take care of myself, I can't be here to take care of my animals. So even though it feels selfish that you're taking time for yourself, you need to do that. You need to wake up every morning and be motivated to do things. You cannot sit in the chair and wait for them to come to you. And like I said, I remember saying a couple weeks ago, I was just so overwhelmed and depressed. And I guess I just sat in the chair hoping that the pens would muck themselves. And that ain't going to happen. Now, God made it so that the sun dries up the muck and makes it easier to muck. And out here, if I wait too long and it dries up too much, then the chunks fly everywhere. So I guess it does clean itself. It's self-cleaning. I did buy a self-cleaning litter box. I had to break down and do it. And I love it. I really love it. I have 3 cats. No fault of my own. This is the way God made me. I'm blaming him. When I moved out here and Jim's cat Princess had kittens, she had 9 kittens. And at that time, I was still driving for Uber and Lyft. And I wanted a kitten. I hadn't had a pet in a very long time. Now, I'm not even going to go there. Never mind. So I picked out a kitten. And then I'm thinking to myself, I don't know if I thought to myself or if God said to me, you're going to be driving all day. And sometimes, you're going to be gone 12 hours. And that kitten's going to get lonely. You might want to get a sister for her. So I picked out Annabelle and Magic. And I had 2 kittens. And then I can't believe it's been 2 years. It just feels like Smokey has come into my life last week. But I guess it would have been 2023. I have to start writing things down. I'm getting really bad with dates. Anyway, I remember looking in next door and somebody had lost a cat. I want to say just a few miles from here, and showed a picture of it. And I had seen that cat around here, I thought. So I called her and I said, I think that cat is under my 5th wheel. So she came over and we got flashlights. It would not come out. And she looked and she said, no, that's not him. So now I know that there's this cat under my 5th wheel, right? This was in May. And it was either 22 or 23. And I know Smokey's been here more than 2 years because I I can look at his vet records when he got neutered. Anyway, my memories come up, and there's been memories of Smokey 2 years ago. So this cat was hanging around and I took treats out, like little Temptations, and I would throw one at it and he would eat it. It took from May to the end of October, I think it was, for him to actually come up to me and let me pet him. It took that long for that cat to trust me. Well, that December, we had a really bad snowstorm coming in. And I'm sorry, God made me. I'm the way I am because this is the way God made me, but I'm not going to let that cat be out in the snow. So I got the Temptations out before the storm, and I lured him up the stairs into the RV. I cannot believe they did not fight. He did not fight with Annabelle or Magic. I mean, yeah, they hissed and they did their little thing, but there was no like rolling cat fights in there. So I made an appointment and I took him to get neutered. And he hasn't left. There's been a couple times that he's wanted to run outside. Couple times that he did. Well, once he did. But he came right back. So I have 3 cats. Now, Orange Max. Let's discuss that. I cannot be the crazy cat lady. I cannot. I won't do it. If I had like a 5,000 square foot house, sure, I would take Orange Max in and Minnie and probably the gray cat that shows up, who actually looked pretty cute when she got in the cage last week. But Orange Max is totally happy out here. I put a box when the weather got bad this last winter. I put a box in the hay room. I put a cat bed in it to keep the wind and snow off of them. That's when the stupid skunk decided to use it. It doesn't smell. The skunk didn't spray, but it was really cute that the skunk went in the little cat door in the box. I was laughing. I'm like, no, that's not what that's for. Just like the live trap is for a raccoon, not for cats. And I caught 2. But if Max, he was limping a couple of weeks ago on his front right. And if it didn't get better, I would have tried to lure him in the live trap and take him to the vet. But he could have just had like a splinter or a piece of hay. That's why I have to make sure I wear my gloves when I throw hay, because it's really nasty if it gets in your skin. I'm not a baby, but come on, it feels like, somebody just, got you with a staple gun. So I will, if anything ever happens to Orange Max where he's injured or something, I will take him to the vet. But he is really happy outside. There's just like, my neighbor down the road's dogs, and they're Mountain Pyrenees. I think they're white. Those kind of dogs do not want to go inside. Those dogs want to be outside. So I have no idea how I got on that subject. It all started with motivation. I know that. If you cannot motivate yourself, call somebody. You don't have to tell them you're calling them because you're not motivated and you need help. Just talking to another human being. Like when my neighbor down the road, Chris, called last week about the fox to tell me that her neighbor's dog ate it. I mean, we talked for a while, and it was just so nice to talk to a human being. I love my animals, but holding a conversation with them is not easy. And yesterday, when the lawyer's office called for my Social Security, and it should have been, I'm guessing, a 15-minute call. And we talked for 2 hours and 21 minutes. And she was so sweet, and it just felt good to talk to another human being. Now, my neighbor Nancy, When I go over to talk to her, I have to motivate myself to say no wine. Oh, wine nights at Nancy's are great though. Because I can walk home. And it was so funny the first time it happened. Her Dan's daughter was in town, and I went over and we were on the patio. Now, I don't know if I told you this before, but I'm allergic to sulfa. And in red wine there are sulfites. I don't break out in a rash or anything, but I can have a shot glass of red wine and I'm good to go. If I have 2 shot glasses, I'm really ready to go. And I think I had maybe 3 shot glasses that night because I remember I wasn't thinking, I didn't feed the animals before I walked over there. I didn't walk over there, I drove over there. Anyway, I got home about 10 o'clock at night, and I remember I had to feed the horses, and I had to walk around the barn, and I fed the horses, and I'm coming back, and I remember thinking to myself, wow, when you're drunk, you're not scared of bears and mountain lions, are you? That is just a little lesson to let you know what alcohol does to your senses. You're kind of not afraid of anything. And I wasn't. I was kind of proud of myself that I went and fed the horses in the pitch black, and I wasn't afraid. It's such a pretty morning. And all the little birds are out there in the south pen. I did put the girls in the south pen yesterday for a minute, and they did not mess it up because I had to clean the water trough. A lot of times I don't. I just leave them in there when I'm doing the water trough. But the problem is both of them want to help. And they are right over your shoulder. Very helpful horses. I remember when I first got Raven and I was at the other ranch in Franktown, and Jerry was out with the wagon and he was cutting down tree branches and stuff. And Raven was in that pen. And she wanted every tool that he had. She wanted to help. So I guess Prissy gets it from her mama. And tonight, if you want to Google it, I remembered to look up the answer to, I mean, I knew why they do it, but I needed something to post tonight of why horses groom each other. So that's going to be our trivia question tonight on Night Check. Now, see, my problem right now is I'm sitting here at my patio table, which I haven't done in a year. Well, I know I did it the other day, but the sun is shining on my legs. It is so warm. The umbrella is keeping the sun out of my eyes and the phone. I'm listening to the water. I'm listening to the wind chimes. And the motivation that I had to finish cleaning the trailer is fading away. But now I have to quickly switch that in my brain. I do not want the girls in the north pen anymore. I need to go get those fence panels to replace them so that they can have the run of everything. And that's my motivation. My motivation is to get my girls out of the north pen. Today, I didn't get a chance to look at the weather this morning, if it's changed or not. Today would be a perfect day to brush out the girls, but tonight and tomorrow night, it's still supposed to be in the 30s. Who knows? It's probably going to snow. I'll wake up to snow Wednesday morning. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to manifest that. No. Okay. I'm going to be outside, and I know that doesn't matter because what do I do? What do I do? It doesn't matter that I'm outside because Jim was in the garage when the fox got Oscar, and it was broad daylight. I was inside. I ran in to grab something to eat real quick. So I can't say, even though I'm going to be out here, I'll let the turkey and chickens out. And I don't want to let them out just to play our game and then try to get them back in because we know what's going to happen. Lucy, Petunia, and Daisy are all going to jump the fence and fly out, and then I'm going to be chasing them around. I think I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait to see if I can get a hold of Dustin, or I'll watch his video on YouTube to see if he mentions, because a lot of times he'll go through and say, today is, so maybe I'll watch the video and see what day it happened. I'm hoping it happened last Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. Because if it happened after that, the fox is not dead, or we have another one. I also did not get a chance to look at the cameras from last night because I woke up late. So I think we're just going to go feed the girls and call it a morning. Oh no, I have been on 37 minutes. No. I'm sorry. I'm grabbing my gloves and my coffee. And let's head back to the hay room. There's the meadowlark. I hear a meadowlark. Oh, I gotta show you. Okay, you can't see it because I can't zoom in, but I still have the other one. That is what Pikes Peak looks like today. Is that not beautiful? It will amaze me until I die. How can a big rock with snow look so beautiful? Okay. There's Lucky saying good morning. I did not set the trap last night, so we don't have that. I have the Wi-Fi off because last night when I walked back here, I saw that we lost some signal. I have been told, and like I trust no one anymore. I have been told that weather cannot affect an internet signal or a microwave, or from my experience, that's not true. Because yesterday it was cloudy. That's not it. I got to figure out how to turn the phone holder around so that the 1 foot is forward on the other side. There. That's better. Right, I got to put my coffee down. Anyway, in my experience, I do think weather does affect the internet signal. I really, really do, because it's the only explanation when my internet. Thank you for pushing that over, Prissy. I appreciate that. Whenever my internet signal is not working properly, It's either the internet company or the weather. Okay, I'm coming. Let's see what you have left. There's still a whole flake in there. Oh, good Lord. I'm just going to give them those 3 flakes right now, which is 9 pounds. I'm going to come out in a little while and I'm going to rake all this up that blew out. Look at her. She's usually the one with her face in it first. Prissy, what's going on? Huh? What's the matter? How come you're not eating? Is your belly full? I'm going to go get their panicure today. I'm supposed to do it on Mother's Day, so I'm a week late. That's a dewormer, a springtime dewormer. You took a bite? What's going on with you two? Maybe we should give Dr. John a call and just ask Lindsay. If any of okay, now she's got her head in the feed bucket, in the grain bucket, and her paw up. I know it's not a paw. Come on. I like to call it a paw. I'm not going to call it a foot. All right. Well, we've been on too long this morning. I'm sorry. I got to watch this. I'm getting in a better mood, so I like to talk about things that if I think of something that could help another person, I like to talk about it. Did you hear the meadowlark? No, that's not it. That was Dally. He's got that silly cockadoo that like draws out at the end, all raspy. I still don't know if it's something wrong with his vocal cords or if it's puberty. We'll find out as he gets a little older. We might not be able to tell Dally and Pumpkin apart. No, I think that might have been Pumpkin because that didn't have the raspy at the end. All right. Like, share, follow, subscribe. Say hi in the comments, even if you're on catch up. Okay. Does anybody in the United States knows what ketchup is? Because that's what they say on Yellowstone. Prissy, no. I will give you some later. You need to eat some hay first. In Del Scone, when they're watching repeat, you know, like they're watching the video after the fact, they call it ketchup. So I said we the other day, like what, like we little? How do you know when you're watching too much Del Scone Farm? When you start talking like them. All right. Like, share, follow, subscribe. You guys have a wonderful day. And your homework today is to make somebody smile. We'll see you tonight.
Take a walk.